Yo, wagwan, tis your boy, Jidon Legendary, and we are in our first dungeon over here on the beta. We are doing the Windrunner Spire. I have absolutely no clue what this place is about, but we got a dragon hawk, some undeads, some orcs and ogres, and then whoever this lady is. So it's about something. What we looking at in loot, though? Okay, a sword. Pretty fancy looking sword, too. I do gotta give love. It's a decent looking sword. Trinket. Belt. Another one-hander. Some boots. Another trinket. 2,000 physical damage. I like the way that looked. Impossible purple plans, another trinket, helmet, and then a neck piece with a gem slot, which is pretty surprising because you don't see that very often. With that being said, my good peoples, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, we got our first dungeon because I hit level 81 finally because they fixed the fucking lag fest that was going on in the dang Blood Elf starting stuff intro quest. I got a house video gonna be dropping soon too.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their body.
My new house I made is nice.
Calm the spirits here.
So nice. We playing Fury, of course. You know what I mean? Just in case you want to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Here's the build. Pause it if you need to. You know what I mean? I just lose target for no dang reason. I'm not expecting to do amazing DPS because the gear they start you off with is pretty horrible. It's quite bad. I don't really know what they was thinking. It takes like 16 years just to kill any normal NPC. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best gear. Blizzard was like, yo, let's give these fools the doodlest gear we can find and call it a day, you know what I mean? Got my aggro a little bit extra for her. She aggroing one by one over here. Come on now. When I was tanking, they was aggroing every fucking thing. Now that she tanking, they taking a little sweet time. Don't do me like that, bro. These fools was aggroing every dang thing when I was tanking. I have to remember how I have this set up because this isn't correct. I have this set up differently on Big Head, who I've been playing the most with Legion Remix going on and all that. I need to schedule all those dang videos. I got a lot of videos I recorded and none of them are scheduled. I ain't been super busy this week because schoolwork is real far in between due to finals coming up. So it's getting less congested, you know what I'm saying? Getting less congested out here. I'm waiting on my thing to come through too, you know what I mean? Black Ops 7 gonna be dropping soon, so I had to get me a little controller because I realized all my controllers are horrible. I know what people are thinking. Didn't you say in multiple videos you don't really care for Call of Duty like that? You would be correct. Here's the thing though, zombies is dang good fun, and Black Ops 7 is definitely more learnable. Feels like the Black Ops 3 days. Now, granted, back in Black Ops 3, I would light people up and they wouldn't die that much. So I thought. I checked my score on Black Ops 3. I'm like, was I dying a lot? Because my KD was pretty freaking amazing. So I don't know what I was seeing. Maybe I was confusing that game for one of the other trashy boost jumpers. But I didn't seem to be taking that much damage. Something's hitting the crap out of me. I'm taking a lot of damage right now. Fury is fairly powerful. Feels a little spammy right now because of this trashy fucking gear they got us in. But other than that, doesn't feel too bad. Let me show y'all the gear just in case for my non-beta playing folks who don't know. I'm at a whopping 94 item level, 80 top. I'm doing a magnificent 3,000 damage per hit, and each NPC got like 100,000 on. I don't know what the ratio they were really thinking of because This damage is going to be horrible in PvP. It's going to be... Fights are going to be really slow. We'll see. I could be wrong. Maybe later tomorrow, or earlier in the morning tomorrow after I finish a bit of schoolwork, because I've been slacking this week, I ain't gonna lie. Or the start of this week, mainly because, like I said, not a whole lot to do. But at the same time, there is a lot to do. There's some stuff I definitely could have been doing, but because all these dang new game joints keep coming out. So I'm gonna get some crap done tomorrow. This damage is gonna be pretty slow, but we'll see. I'm gonna hop in a BG and see what happens. Jadam, Barney, and one other character is geared, so I have options. And maybe if queue time tonight isn't abysmally long for no dang reason, I'll see if I can get on another character and try to get them geared up. I'm thinking maybe like a Pally or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. I need to get my mom's account open. I would like to play my warrior. She told me she was gonna pay for it because she was gonna play, but she been busy, so I know she ain't gonna really get on like that. So I'm like, I'm about to just pay it my dang self. I would like to get on my warrior. You know what I'm saying? It's my second oldest character, Raimundo. I mean, she be busy though, so I fully understand. And shoot, I'm busy. I barely get time to play my dang self. But in those cases where I do get some time, I would like to get on my warrior. That's my second eldest character, man. So this dang bot lady is tanking like an idiot. What the fuck? Oh, okay, there's the green over there. I'm gonna say, what the fuck is she doing? Something hitting me hard as fuck though. That poison lingers, I see. It's crazy because Fury feels like carpal tunnel syndrome up until you play Legion, where it is truly Legion Remix, where it is truly carpal tunnel syndrome. This actually kind of feels a little slow-ish. Apex Links. Where's the first boss at? It's been running for a minute. Dawn. Are we serious? The fuck in here, man? Yo, Blizzard, y'all gotta fix that. These fools be scared to move. Somebody send that to Blizzard. What the heck was that? Yeah, queue time was horrible, so I had to do it with the bots. I'm like, it is kind of late. I am not trying to wait in no 16-minute queue time. It is already 11 o'clock. I'm gonna be going to bed soon. Like I said, I got schoolwork in the morning. Shoot, I might do something tonight. Because most of this stuff I don't really have to do until next week, but I would also rather not compound my stuff with a bunch of work to do on Monday and Tuesday immediately. Although, if I'm not mistaken, most of it is pretty far apart. Like I said, it is end of the year is coming, so the work is coming far and wide now. Versus, you know, starting of the month where, man, you was getting hit with schoolwork left and fucking right.
The soothing sounds of my heart brought Teresa joy beyond measure. I'll need that relic.
I'll leave that relic. It's the only dungeon we can do right now, too, at this level. I just wasted my heal on accident. I'm thinking maybe there'll be some more to do once we hit like 82 or something. Problem is, gear is fucking awful. Every dungeon is a bit longer than it should be, for real, for real. Where the fuck is the boss at? My goodness. I've been fighting basic NPCs for like the past 2 years. Don't touch me, trick. How did she get down here? This ain't even a boss. This fool just got mad health for no reason. Trying to figure out why he casted on me so dang much though. Definitely gotta do some health adjustments to this. Goodness gracious. The damage to health ratio is awful. That is the one thing I have noticed so far. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it. But it takes so long to kill regular stuff. It's insane. It takes so long to kill regular stuff. It is crazy. I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but goodness gracious, man. You be fighting stuff for like 16 years straight, and it's a regular freaking NPC. Kind of like the NPCs we fighting now. With the severe lackluster amount of damage we're doing, there isn't exactly a reason we should only be doing about 3,000 damage or less per hit. This damage is low. That's why I'm kind of wondering, like, how our PvP fight's gonna go. That was the one thing I kind of disliked with Shadowlands, outside of it being Shadowlands and just all around not the greatest expansion, is the fights were long and boring, which is not a common thing to happen in Warcraft. Even if the fights are longer, they used to be, normally they'd be action-packed, like Legion. Fights in Legion were long, but they were action-packed. You know what I'm saying? Fights in Warlords of Draenor were long, but they were action-packed. You know what I'm saying? Battle for Azeroth, same thing. They were long, but they were action-packed. This right here feels like it's about to be another case of Shadowlands, where it's just long. And you, you and whoever else you're fighting, supposed to be getting away from? Or, okay. The person you and the person that's fighting, y'all kind of like just swinging on each other for the next 60 years. No significant damage, no nothing. Just kind of there. But it could be, because they did put us in some pretty crappy gear. So it might be just that. They put us in some bottom of the barrel type gear. The shirts you find at the very bottom of the cart with a little bit of mildew on it. You know what I mean? The place you shouldn't be going to look for shirts because it's way too deep, and some of them employees don't be cleaning every dang thing. That's why whenever I get clothes that somebody else may have owned, because you know it's hard to find them ultra rare early 2000s big boy jackets, you know what I mean? I got quite a few of them. Get them from people, you got to make sure they're cleaned. Or extra clean. Sometimes they be sitting around for a long time. I was like, I got a bunch of old clothes that I know I'm not going to be wearing no more. So I double clean them because I don't want nobody having the same effect. You know what I mean? Of course, you got to try not to. You got to be careful though, because you don't want to draw out the color of them.
Beautiful. She reminds me of Verisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened.
Ferocity.
Come, let's find the next relic.
No, there was no problems. It's a little long, that's all. These fights is a little long, but it could be because I'm in whack gear and I'm got to play with bots because queue time was awful. I'm not waiting that long. It's late as fuck. It is late in the night. We cannot afford to wait that long. Otherwise, if I do wait that long, I'm gonna be falling asleep in the middle of the video, and that wouldn't be very good now, would it? It's happened before. I was recording something and I fell asleep in the middle of the recording because what we were doing at that point just was not interesting. Not on this channel. I believe it was on my gaming channel at the time. I think it was I was doing a Fallout 4 Zombies video series, and during that video series I would have to, essentially to make it faster, I would have to do everything raw. So everything had to be fought hardcore right off the bat. So everything had to be done, everything had to be fought. I couldn't use no mods, no nothing. I had to scrap everything to get resources. Problem is, the part of the video that I made and thought was a good idea at first was using Sanctuary. Anybody who plays Fallout, you know what I'm talking about when I say Sanctuary. You gotta use Sanctuary to get your resources, so I would just scrap the entire place. The problem is, that was a process that probably took around an hour or two. So as I'm recording these, I decided, you know, it's been long enough, let me record this part of the scrapping process. I'm scrapping crap, right? And I'm talking about something. And then as I'm listening to myself, because I got these earbuds on so I can hear myself, that's why sometimes I'll be slurring my words. I've had many people ask, yo, you alright? You slurring your words? I got earbuds on so I can't hear myself fully. Man, I want to say for a solid 10 seconds my eyes was closed and I was asleep. I was dead sleep, dude, for probably a solid 10 seconds. Then I woke up and I realized, okay, this is not gonna work. We need a more efficient way to scrap. And I was letting people know. Luckily at the time people were cool with it, because it's like, that is a very long process. We gotta sit here and watch you scrap for an hour. And then when I decided to cut it down, I still have to scrap for about an hour, which is not fun. Anybody who knows Fallout 4 scrapping, if you're scrapping in one territory for an hour straight, that's not very fun. After a while, it's like, okay, and then you did it for every episode in my case, because I was recording it for a video series at the time. It was bad. It was real bad. I fell asleep for like a solid 10 seconds. My eyes was closed. I was slumped. Had my hands on the keyboard but wasn't moving. I'm like, oh shoot. So later down the line, instead of manually scrapping, I would just auto scrap. So it would do pretty much what I was already going to do, but it just did it automatically for me, which made things a million times easier. And people were fine because it wasn't exactly cheating, because I was getting the same loot, just faster. So instead of me fucking scrapping for 70 years straight, I would just do it within one command. So people didn't mind it. It's like, otherwise that, or I'm gonna keep falling asleep until I just get tired of doing it, because scrapping for an hour or almost two, this ain't gonna work. This is not efficient at all. The efficiency was down awful. So I would hit the scrap all command and it would do everything I already did, but faster. Good old scrap all command, baby. Fix this. The next recklessness. Get more strength. Kind of a poor use now that I'm thinking about it. Zero reason to hit recklessness there. Zero. Zero. Back before you, ma'am, because you be moving a little slow sometimes. It is late at night, so if I start dozing right now, it'll be much more understandable. It is 11 p.m. right, 11:17 p.m. right now. I'd usually be getting ready to go to bed by this time, which I do need to hurry up because I gotta finish my my last two sets exercising. I gotta start doing some leg exercises. I was did a walk in the park with the fam, a nice long walk, and my legs actually weren't doing too bad until the end. We walked for quite a while, and then my fucking right leg my right calf tried to cramp up on me. I'm like, please don't do that. I ain't never felt a calf cramp before. I ain't trying to. That's a big muscle down there. Granted, I don't have the strongest calves in the world, but they're definitely not weak. I don't know why, but since I was a kid, I've always walked on my tippy toe. Well, never mind. I can't say I don't know why. That was during the time when I was in middle school. Is when I started doing that so that I could learn to stay light on my feet. Because for some reason, the middle school that I went to had some of the most ridiculously large kids known to man fucking kind. While I was just an average sized kid. But it also had some of the smallest kids I ever seen in my dang life. I'm like, there's no way in the world you're the same age as me, dude. Because I wasn't even a big kid. I was about average. But there was behemoths in that fucking school. Kids big enough to make grown men look like children. I'm being dead serious, too. One of the dudes I was cool with, it was a Mexican kid. He was 13, y'all. 13. I was 13. Okay, at 13, I was probably like 5'2", 5'3". Maybe like, I don't know, 100 pounds. So I was a stockier kid, but I wasn't large by any means. I guess I was a little bigger than the average kid, just a little bit. Mainly because I've always exercised because my dad did, and he always had gym equipment, so naturally you're gonna kind of gravitate to it. So I was always a little bigger, a little stronger, but not by much. I'm gonna say I was probably 10 pounds bigger than the average kid up until I became an adult, where that size stops showing, because obviously as a kid you didn't exercise enough, right? So this dude, we're the same age, y'all, the same age. He said it himself, and he wasn't lying, because I mean it was pretty freaking obvious. He was 6'2", 260 at 13 years old. I'm not lying. 6'2", 260 at 13. And the craziest part is he was into MMA, so he could actually get down. And he was decent too. He was nice as a 13-year-old can be, of course, but he was nice. And when I say he wasn't unique in that school, I mean he wasn't unique, because there were other kids his size. A lot of them couldn't fight like he could, but you know, when you're my size, what the fuck can you do? Now the good thing is, like 90% of the big kids in that school were gentle giants. They knew that the rest of us couldn't come close to messing with them, so they didn't feel the need to be super brawlic and all that extra stuff, which was good. Okay, that's good. There was only one larger kid who attempted to do some sort of intimidation tactic on me. It did work, but I didn't let him know that it worked, okay? That's what you do, my good peoples. When you are afraid, you do not show that you are afraid. He was, if I'm not mistaken, he was like 5'10", 170. So, much bigger than me. That's for dang sure. He was talking about, man, I whoop you a little. I whoop you a little. I was like, I dare you to come over here and do something. I dare you. I was scared out of my fucking mind. There was nothing I could do to this kid. He was 2 times my size. But I did not show it on my face, and he never got up. He was like, oh, okay, this little fool serious. I was not. I was gonna act like I was, though. I don't know. At that point in time, I had just came from Buffalo, New York. I probably would have attempted something. But at that moment in time, boy, I was scared out of my mind. That boy was 2 times my size, man. And there was a lot of kids in that school that were that size. And the crazy part is, the Mexican kid at 6'2", 260, he wasn't the biggest. There was a kid bigger than him. You're probably wondering how, Sway. I don't know, okay? I don't know. It was a Samoan kid, so I guess it's not too surprising. That boy, now granted, he was a bit older than everyone else, but still, at 16 years old, he was 6'5", 260, 270, which is freaking ridiculous, okay? Even for a Samoan, that's ridiculous. Because his brothers, who were also all big as fuck, which is crazy because he had 5, it was him and 4 other brothers. They were all between like 6'2", I think. What the heck is happening? Oh. 6'2" to 6'4", around the same weight. I've been stunned for a long time. You about to stun me again, huh? Oh. That didn't work. Because these fools, he probably gonna grab her because she's just standing there. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to do. Why didn't it work the first time, huh? Probably because that dang dwarf was standing in the way. I just put that right under the boss like a dang idiot. I'm glad I'm not playing with real people. Because I'm messing up. But them, man, there was so many giants in that school, it didn't make no dang sense, man. I had no choice but to learn how to fight, so I started walking on my tippy toes so that I could stay light on my feet. Started watching a lot of Bruce Lee, a lot of Sugar Ray Robinson, and other small, amazing fighters. I became pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I became pretty dang good. I got so dang flexible, too, to the point where I could kick over people's heads. And I used to show that crap off all the time. I ain't gonna lie, I was so dang proud of it. I used to kick over my brothers and sisters' heads on purpose. I used to kick over my cousin's head on purpose. I used to kick over a bunch of people, just showing that I could. I can't kick over people's heads no more. I still got decent hand speed, but the kicking ability, no. I gotta get back to that. Get the fuck off me, man. You hitting hard as fuck. Wanted to say, should we have killed him first, but he wasn't dying fast enough. These bosses got a trillion health in comparison to our whack as fuck damage. I feel like I'm in a raid. Nothing to outer... wow. So he's gonna keep doing that bullcrap to me, huh? And now I'm dead because... Ay, ay, ay. Fucking dungeons, man. He keep doing that to me. I just came back. I'm about to die already. It wasn't possible for us to kill him first because he just didn't die. He takes too much health. I mean, he has too much dang health. And now he about to hit me with some bullcrap again. There we go. Alright. Too much health, man. What the fuck? All NPCs in this beta have way too much dang health. Oh goodness, I put Heath. It takes 10 years to kill a regular NPC. Please don't let this be a thing. God dog, man. I should have put feedback because it wasn't a bug, it was some feedback. Man, I've been on this beta since it dropped, outside of the severe lag issues that we were having earlier. Everything has so much freaking health. You're fighting everything for 60 years. I don't even know if I could say it's because of the gear. I would have to hop on one of my well-geared characters like Jadam or Barney or something and see how they react to killing stuff. I don't think it's going to be that much better. Everything has so much dang health. It's insane. You're fighting everything for 80 years. It's like... Honestly, I can't even compare it to any other expansion because this wasn't a thing for every other expansion, I don't think. I think Dragonflight was a little high on the health, but it wasn't this bad. Like, my Whirlwind is doing 1200 damage, but this guy has 255,000. That ratio is too far apart. Way too far apart. It takes so long to kill everything. Vanilla wasn't even this bad, and we all know how raw vanilla was. You could clobber a few NPCs. You could also get clobbered by a few NPCs, but you could clobber a few NPCs. TBC wasn't this bad. They just have so much dang health. Like that Cinder Brew meadery video was 40 minutes long, and this one's about to be close. Because this dungeon's so fucking big and it takes so long to kill every dang thing. And look how long we got to go. And we're going to be fighting NPCs all the way to the last boss. That's not even the last boss. Oh, man. That's not even the last boss. And honestly, because the damage is being so low, I don't even know if it would have made it better to be with real people. Damage is just not high. It's so lackluster in comparison to everything else. If it wasn't for the dang lag of the starter quest zone, I wouldn't even have been in this joint like this. I would have did this crap earlier. But I couldn't get the starter zone finished, so I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't actually level because all quests is unavailable until you get the dang intro joint done. Outside of some under-leveled quests that ain't gonna really do much or nothing for you. And we in this, and this ain't gonna do much or nothing for us. The good thing is, leveling is quick, so getting to 90 probably won't take very long at all. Especially if you spamming the crap out of some dungeons while doing quests in between, or if you're tanking, you just going dungeon crazy.
For good reason.
There's orcs.
Savaged our home. One of Valeria's scouting maps is within.
You know what I'm saying? These NPCs got way too much health.
We need that map from them.
Like, I know, though, too, it's just the beta, and this is all for testing. But my testing has brought me to the conclusion that these NPCs have too much health, or we have too little damage. It shouldn't take this long to fight regular NPCs, you know what I mean? Vanilla fight dungeons weren't even this long. I've done quite a few vanilla dungeons, so I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, vanilla dungeons were long. No, they wasn't. They were long because you had to do proper tactics to survive. But you didn't have to fight the NPCs for 60 years straight because damage in vanilla was healthy. So dang healthy that you could hop in a BG and get two-shot by a warrior if you wasn't careful enough. So dang healthy, a rogue come up with dual swords in his hand, he might beat the dookie out you in 2 seconds flat because you thought he had daggers on and you was goofing around with him. But he didn't. He was like, man, forget a dagger, I got 2 swords on, baby. Now he's straight beating you. Oh boy. Well, she went big on the aggro this time. She's still going too. And I'm dying. Man, slicing me up. You saw a little shadow, you saw a little priest and you ain't realize he was a shadow priest. Boom, 2 mind blasts and you done. Warlock just hit you with a dookie shadow bolt. Straight bunkered your freaking character's skyline, bro. Paladin got a real nice Crusader on you and a good Judgment crit and boom, you dead. You know what I mean? That's old school PvP. Ah! These dudes got 50 million health for no reason. They just regular foes. Look, somebody finally died. Oh, another one. I feel like they're targeting me a lot. Like, see how he's spamming the crap out of me right now. Like I'm on a Call of Duty where when you're playing with veteran bots and they ignore the other bots and they just laser you in 2 seconds in a 0.2 flat. Okay, the next boss is right there, right? Okay, kinda, sort of. Trying to think what is the dungeon that had the next longest fights for no dang reason. I want to say Shadowlands, but I don't think that's 100% true. I think that was just the PvP portion, because I was just recently looking at some of my Shadowlands PvP videos, which there wasn't much of, but I was looking at some of them, and the one thing I noticed is man, these fights are slow and kinda uneventful. I was honestly surprised because I don't remember it being like that. And it's funny too, because I was killing people in that video. It just was slow and didn't look that interesting. That could just be because, well, Shadowlands wasn't exactly the people's favorite, including myself. I didn't do much of nothing during Shadowlands. Which I probably should have in terms of transmog, but that is an old expansion now, and I can't always go back. Because the one thing I will give Shadowlands love on is it had some of the best looking fucking gear. Shadowlands transmogs were fucking legit. He's around. Oh, Hordy. Waiting for the real horde. Oh shoot, carpal tunnel speed run. They keep putting stuff on me, man. I think that's because they want you to train, but it's like, okay, get off me, alright? Get off me, son. Oh my goodness, where the heck all these NPCs come from? What the heck are we supposed to do with all these? Oh, okay, they got low health. I'm gonna say, what the fuck are we supposed to do with all these? You just stood there like I'm a shaman. You can't kill me. She wouldn't be too wrong. Enhancement shamans are, they are tough. Always have been. Or enhancement? Well, I mean, yeah, enhancement is tough, but I meant to say restoration. As a long-time enhancement player, enhancement shamans are indeed tough, but what I meant to say was restoration. Enhancement shamans are amazing. Why, it's the only shaman I play until I finally made a restoration. I was gonna try elemental. I'm like, let me not even waste the time. I do not have the ability to play casters. I was just recently on Bree doing a BG. I was lost the entire time. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Honestly, Legendary Clan was supposed to be all of my PvP characters, but some of these old fools gonna have to become PvE. Cause, man. I can't run all these fools. Some of these characters, I can't play casters, man. I'm terrible with casters. So every time I try, it look bad. It always is bad. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I be getting lost. Dang, one-hander has way more DPS than my two-hander. Maybe it is gear. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's gear. But that's what I can hope.
Perhaps then my sisters will return to me.
Okay, she's right there, so that's good.
The restless heart that haunts us. Please lay it to rest.
Oh, it's right there. Nice. I'm thinking it's just gear. I'm hoping it's just gear, because man. I'm gonna sit in between these because I don't know what's gonna happen if I step on them. I ain't really trying to find out either. Oh! Oh! Piece of garbage, why you keep casting that bullcrap on me, huh? Yeah, I think that's a part of the training because they all keep casting crap on me. I gotta click real quick. Something bit me on my fucking ankle and it's itching like crazy. Whoa! What am I supposed to do about this? I guess nothing. The Augusta Grief. Emmanuel Augustus? Most underrated boxer of all time. He was stealing wins from that man left and right because he was showboating too much. It's crazy how everything has a dang rule, you know? Oh, that guy right there, dancing and enjoying his career? Yeah, no, we don't want to see that. I don't know what's on me, but it's hitting hard as fuck, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop a little defense. Oh, goodness. I was not paying attention. I was too busy looking at Rampage for some reason. Windrunner Spire complete. Our first dungeon. And we got little to no XP because I had to do it with these bots. Queue time was absolutely horrible. I'm like, I'm not about to wait that long. To be fair, it is late and we are on beta, so I'm not really expecting it to be fast. With that being said, my good peoples, that is it. We done completed our first midnight dungeon. Okay. Midnight dungeon. Not no fucking cinder brew meadery. Okay, which is the last dang expansion. But I ain't had no choice because I couldn't do nothing else, so. 593, that's not true, because we got an item yesterday and that crap went straight down to 90. Yeah, there we go. Slash proof business plate. That crap went right down to 95. But look here, my good peoples, that is it. Our first dungeon completed. I don't even think I took a thumbnail, but I'm gonna do that shortly. Okay, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do all things Warcraft. Sometimes Black Desert and Skyrim sprinkled in every now and then. I'm gonna do a house video shortly because I did just finish up my crib. Looks pretty fucking amazing. And one of these days we'll see if we could get in a PG. Hopefully, let me see. Probably not. It's kind of late, so maybe that's why. Or not kind of late, it's quite late. I'm getting pretty sleepy. But look here, my good peoples, I'm out of here, alright? I'm out. Yeah.